Peace to the family. Let me see, I could barely see the screen. It's so bright out here. Peace to the family. How you guys doing? I just finished my morning workout. Wait for you guys to come in. This segment is called "We Can't Afford to Have Another Generation of Broke Black People." Very important. We cannot afford to have another generation of broke black people. How about that? That's an excellent conversation to have at this hour. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we can't afford to have another generation of broke black people. Facts. I just finished. I'm a little out of it, just a little bit, from doing some hard working out. I've been grinding, getting ready for my summer events and activities. I'm so happy today's my final day on set for this movie I'm in. Then I get to be more clean shaven after this. Get back to me. But I wanted to just build because I haven't been on Facebook in a long time as far as doing lives are concerned. Keep in mind, if you're interested in the upcoming courses, the cryptocurrency, let me write this down for you while it's early. Leave your full name and your phone number whenever you email me. Leave your full name and your phone number whenever you email. You email brotherpolight45@gmail.com if you're interested in consulting, which is $200 an hour, $300 in person, or the mentoring. I'm doing very few of it now, but I still got some space for it. And then you have the course, the crypto credit insurance course. We're actually going to be pulling that off in 2 weeks. We pushed it back because so much more people got onto it late, got onto the news late. I haven't been able to campaign or market as much as I normally able to do because I've been doing this movie, and separate from the movie, some of the celebs that I mentor, I've been in high demand in the transition of these seasons, so I wanted to push it back because I don't want a bunch of people missing the live, because the live, even though you get to keep the live after, the energy is dope when we do it live, and people are just at that moment all calling, because we have a moment where we have time consecrated for people to make phone calls into the live stream so you can ask your questions. So I don't want to have people left out of it. So yeah, you can still purchase the crypto credit insurance course. You have to email me at brotherpolight45@gmail.com. You have to put your full name and your phone number. Anytime you're interested in mentorship, which is different from consulting, which is different from the course. And the reason why I say that is because oftentimes people say one term and they mean the other. So mentorship is the full-length program that costs more than all of them. Consulting is by the hour. Coach you by the hour. What happens is you pay for your consultation, and I will send you an email. The email will have some questions so I can be debriefed on the specific nature, interests, and needs that you have, so I can prepare myself to have references or places you can go, any kind of data I can accumulate to add on. What's up, man? It's still closed. It should be good this week, though. So any type of data that I can have already, that ensures that we don't have to cut into your time, and we can give you the best quality and efficiency for the consultation. So rather than me finding that information out and shooting from the hip while I'm on the phone with you, I like to gather some data if I can, depending on what it is you need, so I can have the resources available to you. or if I can network you or connect you with somebody in particular. So that's why when you pay for the consultations, I like to get an assessment per the email I send you, so I can evaluate what exactly you need done. So that way, when we start our build, in essence, I could just come straight to the table with, here, this is what you'll need. And then we can start building from that point forward, and perhaps even add on and do other things that you might be interested in, or have a conversation about other things that might be important to you. That's the way for us to do this. You know, the mentorship in itself, though, that's designed to get you completely off the clock, where I'm coaching you 12 times a month, 3 days a week, 30 minutes at a time. We don't play no games with that. That's important. That's for the people that's really trying, that's for the people that's really tired of being on the clock and we need to move forward. For those who can't afford the mentorship program, that's why we have the consultant by the hour. And I don't play games with that by the hour. I go super hard. And like I said, I evaluate exactly what it is. The more information you send me per the questions I send you, the more I'm in a position to help empower you with direction, or like I said, with people, or resources, or specific links, just to give you the best direction possible. Because like I always tell you, everybody has coaches and trainers and counselors in life for just about everything, with the exception of money. When it comes to this money talk, it's like somehow we just figure if we wing it, it's gonna all work out, but that's absolutely false. It's not gonna all work out if we wing it. That's a lie. That's a fact. Terrence Moore said it's crazy, these mother effers will pay a white person for consultation but look at you like you're crazy. That's true. Yeah, I get told that. I sound like Jay-Z all the time. It's a Brooklyn thing, I suppose. Maybe it's a Brooklyn accent. Probably just got an accent in Brooklyn. But peace to the family, nonetheless. Yeah, it can't always be instinctive. That's a fact, Barbara J. You know, you really don't realize until you start investing in knowledge how far back you've become, or pushed back you've become. We're behind because we're investing in sneakers that obviously don't appraise for more. Shoes, belts, hats, vehicles. We live above our means. And that's why I said we can't afford to have another generation of black folks that have nothing, because everybody else is leveling up. Everybody else is learning more and more. And then even where wealth begins at $150,000 a year, that number's changing. So we're looking at near 200 grand a year. So from one generation to the next, are we really progressing, or are we on decline? We're learning less and less about how to sustain ourselves, and the world is changing. You know, banks are transitioning into cryptocurrency. That's why I said it sufficed for me to do the course to get you guys acclimated to making the monies now. Because if you start making the monies now, your returns will be exponential inside the next year or two. Because the transition is taking place. Just like when all the card technology was coming in, people's getting Metro cards, toll booths are disappearing, they just using computers now. When fiber optics came in the 90s, people were investing in that, all became millionaires. We're always out of the conversation. We stay out of the conversation, and that's the problem. That is the problem. We stay out of the conversation. So the goal is to get you guys not only to be part of the conversation, but to make the information you learn thereof applicable. The information thereof must be applicable. And those are the two things that we have a problem with. When we do get information, how do we make it applicable? So the way that I teach by my design, by my working model, you'll never learn something that you can't use. You'll never learn something that I don't give you homework for. And those of you that took the previous course, on the weekend of this new course, whether you get this one or not, you still have access to the one that comes with the previous course. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. Yeah. I thought I pinned the information to the top. My bad. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I could have sworn I pinned it. Let me pin it. Okay, I pinned it to the top. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's brotherpolight45@gmail.com. BROTHERPOLIGHT45@gmail.com. I mean, obviously, I know something. I'm responding to people's comments as well. Those of you that got questions and comments. Obviously, from around people who earned $1 billion in their career, or even hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm not just friends with these people because I want to be friends with these people. Imagine how much people want to be friends with these different celebrities that's in sports, music, entertainment. It's obviously not that easy. It's not like a person just walking around here saying, let me position myself so I can be friends with people. People are ignorant when they say that. I've worked hard. I've been recognized for what I teach, been recognized for my success. I mean, when you live in a certain neighborhood, when certain people are your neighbors, first of all, and they know you're not in sports, music, and entertainment, they tend to ask you, how you got in this neighborhood? You feel me? When you drive certain cars and you live in certain neighborhoods, after a while, it becomes pretty evident that you know something that others may not know. I mean, it's one thing when you've made your money dancing or singing or whatever the case may be. It's another thing when it's like, hold on, he didn't dance, sing, or act, or play ball, or whatever it is, tennis, whatever the case may be. So eventually people say, you know, you got time to let me know what you know? And if it works out, then they tell somebody else, this guy's pretty good. And then by word of mouth, I came up. And then some people just say, I'm hiring you immediately for me and exclusively for me. I don't want you bouncing around. I want you to be at my disposal. So whether we travel or we local, I need you over here. And that's in the case of health and finance. So that's what I do out here. I spent more than half of my year last year traveling with clients and just being on business in general. And that was fun. This is the longest I've been in LA in a very long time. And I'm actually about to leave soon. But this is the longest I've been in LA in a long time. And I miss it, but I'm glad that I haven't been here because it makes me appreciate where I live. To live somewhere and stay there month after month, that'd be annoying. But to be able to travel the world, it makes you appreciate home, especially if you live somewhere you like. I not only like living in LA, I love living in LA. I love out here. I love the weather and everything. So it's been great. But yeah, so that's what happened. And I recognize from my lectures, my debates, classes, and I do what I do. You still got fools out there, you know, who want to take credit for everything that I've worked hard to do. And I'll tell you this, there's a number of people that help contribute to my vision, whether advertently or inadvertently. But it doesn't mean they made me. I mean, people are crazy. Because I still got some weirdos saying, yo, I made him. And I'm like, that's just wild. Because you made me, you should have relatively the same success or produce another one like me. People are weird, man. But that's their claim to fame when they're not creative themselves. So it just happens, man. I ain't mad at it. It's part of the game. It's part of what happens when someone gets to leave. This is what the other people say that didn't get to leave. They say weird stuff like that. Yep, white people attend. White people will pay $2,500 to attend a 2-hour TED seminar. Let's be real. Pay my black brother for his knowledge. I mean, I tell you this, to add on to that, a lot of these white folks that's charging people for information, They don't got nowhere near the credentials I got. They don't got nowhere near the cosigns I got. You see the people that I work with and deal with right there. But you see our people and their brain, they'll say, oh, no, that's because he's a groupie. And they'll never say to themselves, why would people making this much money befriend or associate with this person? Or they'll never say to themselves, maybe this man is doing something, working. Never say that to themselves, because when it comes to us, we always got to devalue what we see. We always got to devalue it. When it comes to us, we always got to devalue it. It can never just be official or legit. It always got to be a catch. And that's what I've learned when it comes to our people. We think the lowest of ourselves in every instance, in every circumstance. The lowest. Yeah, I hear all that reparations talk, but we need to make sure each individual gets their money too. Facts. Hey, banks and all sorts of stuff, man. Everybody got their setup. We need to get on with what we got to do. It's real out here. Super real. Nah, I'm telling you, they ain't just people that just started following me. In fact, the biggest hecklers would be people who feel they were around me long enough. So instead, you used to roll with a lot of people. Now I see you by yourself a lot. Lesson, drop the dead weight around you and dedicate yourself to building yourself and family. Yeah, I hear you. I'll explain that too. The reason why I'm with, you don't see me with all those people is because of the work that I have before me. It's the work I have before me, that's why. If I was lecturing and, you know, people be like religious zealots and they want to kill you for having a difference of opinion, they ain't necessarily want to kill you for having a difference of opinion, but they wish you death when you're very impressive, very persuading, and you have a large following. If I have a large following and I had a difference in opinion, they wouldn't care. When you have a large following, then, you know, these people in the name of God, God didn't give them a large following, but they certainly are after anybody who does have a large following, because they realize it's easier for you to get your point across because you access more people. So in that regard, yeah, I normally would, for lectures and everything, have tons of security and bulletproof vests and armed security and all that other stuff. But I said to myself, I need one place in America where I don't want to really roll like that, and I just want to have a different type of career goal or option. And that's why I picked LA, because me as a writer, orator, visionary, it's easy for me to get into the network of people that I have to access to further advance my skill sets and talents. So when I came out here, I'm like, yo, I don't want to deal with all of that religious stuff. That's why when people be asking me to do debates in LA, I'm like, nah, I want one place where I ain't got to be worrying about all that negativity. And I didn't want to do debates consistently because I don't want to be known as the guy that's just the master of disagreeing with people. That's just not my MO. I don't want that to be my MO. I don't want to be known for only disagreeing with people. I ain't with that. I don't like that. Facts. Yeah, all my books are self-published. Like, people always forget, like, whether I agree with your religion or not, I still love them. I love people in general. I'm a lover of people. I'm just not a follower of religion. I love people, void of religion. And if religion never existed, I still would love people. Yeah, but we can't afford to go. We can't afford to go another year, though. Broke. Can't do that. Because then how does that position our children? So all the time I be talking to y'all about QRPs, qualified retirement plans, cash and tax deferrable compensation arrangement plans. Now I'm talking to you about cryptocurrency mining, crypto mining, new internet browsers that you need to start downloading. It's like we're behind, bro. Family, brothers, sisters, we're behind. We're super behind. And so I find it incumbent when I get the opportunity to share this information. And the problem is, until you apply the information that I've been teaching for free or in these courses, you would never even know how much I gave you or how much people are not giving you. You never know. Like when you get into the thick of what I'm telling you and how to make money off of life insurance, anybody that calls these insurance companies and does the homework after my courses, they tell me, yo, they was blown away that this is exactly what I want to do. They were like, yo, you actually want to make an income out of insurance or use it as leverage to purchase real estate? People look at them like, yo, who taught you that? Using life insurance to purchase real estate? Yo, y'all have no idea how deep this gets with me, man. And while many of you may take it for granted that I'm doing this because it's live and it's free, so a lot of times you're like, man, this is a free live stream. What is this really worth? You'd be surprised. A lot of my most profound information that I share is on these live streams, because when I get in the spirit or I read the right question, I just go in and I just give it up for free. And you don't have to owe nobody no $20,000 student loans. You don't have to owe nobody no $30,000, $40,000 student loans. Yeah, the course is online. You get it for the discounted rate if you purchase it now, if you purchase today. I got people that's on deck today, including myself. If you purchase today, we'll have you enrolled and you'll pay probably about $80 cheaper. This course is going to be one of the last ones. I may do 1 or 2 courses this year because I'm going to be very busy. So I can guarantee you this, that it's going to be very intense. You definitely going to need a notepad, even though that you get the PDF version of the PowerPoint that I'll be doing. It's going to be several PowerPoints, but you definitely need to get in line with it. You definitely need to pay attention, because I'm going to give you step by step how to make that money in real time now off of cryptocurrency. I mean, people talk stuff, but then when I ask them questions about it, they really don't have a clue how to navigate. And it's just amazing how people, oh no, that crypto stuff don't work. Oh, he talking about Bitcoin. And when I start asking questions and compare and contrast Bitcoin to Ethereum, what is mining, you know, what is decentralization, when I start asking real questions, I come to realize that people talking all this, they really don't know what they're talking about. The amount of time, energy, effort that I'm expending to learn this information, and the amount of time, energy, and effort that I spent to make it applicable and guinea pig myself. It's like, yo, come on, man. Like, why do people just think that if you just study something for probably 20 minutes or watch a video, you become a master? I ain't never share anything that I ain't spend a lot of time, energy, and effort in, and make sure that I've accumulated or yielded enough results before I share it with other people. Hold on real quick, family. Peace to the family. I hope y'all still there. Yeah, so this stuff is no joke, but I'm telling you, you have the opportunity to make your own currency, which is powerful, which makes us having a new covenant community even more significant when we create our own token. And all that is a whole nother conversation. We can't not afford to be behind. Every era, every generation, black people are behind in information, because we keep up with the newest songs, and we argue about hip-hop, and we argue about R&B. But then when it comes to the technical things, tech is where the money's at. When it comes to anything relative to tech or finance, we conveniently disassociate ourselves or defer our attention to something else that seems more compatible with a lesser interest. Seriously, like, if you're on Instagram, you're watching them silly videos that people be posting, and you're not watching educational videos, it creates a mentality. It becomes a habit, you know? It becomes a habit, and it's a very bad habit that you're creating, because you have a shorter and shorter attention span for real information and a longer attention span for bull crap. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's definitely the information age. You can't afford to be sitting here wasting your time just to get a few laughs. You know what I laugh about? Every time I make new money off of a new scenario and I realize how much people don't know and I see how they wasting their time, I be laughing. Because those be the same people saying nobody's helping them, nobody's teaching them nothing. The first thing you need to do is magnetize yourself to the information by being part of it. There's a synergy here that we're talking about. You got to get in tune with the positive information. You got to get in tune with the information that's about progression and advancement, current events. You got to get in tune with that so you're not left out. And there's no sense in asking me how to get in touch to get books, how to get in touch to get courses, how to get in touch with consulting, because I have the information pinned at the top, and I keep telling y'all, brotherpolight45@gmail.com, brotherpolight45@gmail.com. And you have to leave your full name and your phone number. Please stop sending emails without a phone number. Please stop sending emails without a phone number. Please stop sending me emails without a phone number. And also put a subject in there. Please put a subject in there. Please put a subject in there. Because a lot of times people say, well, no one's responding. Nobody's going to respond if you don't follow their instructions, because it's so many emails, so many texts, so many DMs. It's like overwhelming. You got to remember, I got 250,000 people following me on Facebook. 133,000 people follow me on Instagram. And when the app is back up, we stopped at 640,000 subscribers that I asked us at a push of a text on my phone. And then there's the other social media. YouTube is about 80,000 people. It's a lot. It's a lot of DMs, inboxes, messages, texts, emails. It's a lot. Yes, I do consulting in person as well. You just have to make the payment to make sure you solidify the date and time. And the reason why I do it that way, because people can conveniently, people talk. Yeah, I'm ready to do it. Yeah, let's do it this day, that day. Then I'd be like, all right, so you ready to pay? Yeah, I'm ready to pay. Okay, so pay now. Oh, I'm gonna be ready 2 weeks from now. But they setting dates and times for me. And then guess what? They'll never commit to those dates and times. They got the luxury of just saying dates and times. And then they throw off my schedule, because with all the people that wanted to really do work seriously and get it done in real time, mind you, I'm over here creating a whole curriculum for you for the consultations. You're telling me what it is that you need done, and I'm making an assessment and making sure I give you all your website links. If you have to go to the county clerk, if you have to go to the miscellaneous index, it depends what it is that you need done. And I'm sitting here really putting this stuff together. You know, some people need a sovereign affidavit of nativity for children that are born in this world. And then, you know, you got the birth certificate situation going on. You got other people that's just looking to handle some credit situations. I mean, I got, you know, sometimes I got to do those administrative affidavits of specific negative avertments with opportunity to cure and counterclaim. And I get the templates and everything together for people. Make sure it fits the mold with their name and everything could go in there. Then let them know that they need a green card receipt, registered mail, so it could go through a chain of custody where at least 3 people see what's taking place, so no one could deny the fact that they've been served or they got the paperwork. Like, I sit here and I put effort into what I'm doing for someone to cancel the consultation because they had the luxury of doing so because they didn't have to pay. So now when I say no, you got to pay up front, and that'll solidify the date and the time. And you can't pay the same day of, because my schedule doesn't work like that. But if you pay, sometimes I say I could do it that same evening if I got an hour or 2 free. I like to do it as soon as possible. That's me. But I say, yo, look, you got to pay up front. That confirms the date and the time. So that way, when I send you the email, because people be like, yo, send me the email so you can make an assessment of everything I need. And then there's no consultant. So imagine if I did that for everybody. I'm sitting here creating all sorts of curriculums for individuals who, let's say, like, I do like 50 of those joints. 50 people who say they want consulting who not going to pay for consulting, who think they might pay for consulting. And I'm actually creating the curriculum for them, so when I get on the phone with them, I can say, look, here's what you need, and here's where you got to go, and this is what you got to do, and this is what you got to print out. Imagine that. That means I killed my whole day for absolutely free. Stuff I could have been doing money-wise, traveling with my other clients, which happens to be fun. Like, I could be, yo, but I'm over here doing this for $200 and $300 an hour. Like, yo, come on. So I'd be like, man, cough up that bread, do it that way, so that way it's even. So that way I know I'm not making this effort towards your future, and then you turn around, like I said, you got the luxury to cancel, and I never get that time back. And then you'll be like, call me here, and then I call you, then you stop picking up like I'm harassing you. Because people will be like, yo, call me back. Call me at this hour, I'll be ready for you. And then we call, they stop picking up, and then maybe 2 weeks later, yo, I'm sorry, man, I just felt bad because, you know, I didn't have the bread. Like, bro, what the fuck? So now when I have this attitude, like, no, you gotta pay me first, people feel away. But that's not because of me, that's because of people who was BSing the whole time. That's the people that was BSing. People will be dead ass like, yo, call me at this hour. Then you call them, they ducking you. Why are you ducking me? You told me to call you. Just pick up and say, yo, you know what? I was tripping. In fact, I knew I was tripping when I was talking to you, talking like I had bread I ain't have. Like, yo, you say, yo, I love you, man. I watch the videos. I watch hours of it. So then why are you playing me? Like, why are you wasting people's time? My admin is like, yo, they making me feel like I'm chasing. I'm like, don't do that. If they say call you one time, call once. Send them a text. If they serious, they're gonna hit you back. Never call nobody more than once, because these people, they crazy. And I'm sorry to say it, but we be tripping. And like, yo, you on the phone lying for no reason. Yeah, so I'm gonna be ready tomorrow. Boom. Yeah, just call me at 12. Call them at 12, they disappear. They duck, they never pick up their phone for the rest of their life. Like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, and this is the reason why when people be like, yo, how come you don't spend more time doing the consulting? How come you don't spend all that time doing the mentorships and everything? I can, because the type of people that be wasting time, I can't afford to waste that type of time. You know, I get paid by a client anywhere between $7,500 to $15,000, and all I gotta do is deal with them like 5 days out the week. 5 days out the month. I can do like 5-7 days out the month, and I can get about 5 figures or very close to it. And all I gotta do is share. All I gotta do is go in their fridge and tell them what to throw out, put something in there, or deal with their personal assistant, and let that personal assistant know what it is that they do. And then hang out with them periodically, because you become friends with people when you start healing their parents. You become friends with people when you heal them, and you allow them to be able to enjoy the money that they have through holistic health, through wellness. You feel me? But I'll stop, and I'll be like dealing with people for the $200, $300 an hour, and people not realizing that to me is a contribution to y'all. Because even though I know it's a significant amount of money to a lot of people, it will no longer be significant if you hired me to talk to you about how to generate revenue. For 1 hour, you know what I give people on 1 hour? Like, come on, man. Once I send you my assessment chart and I figure out, okay, this is what you make in a year, this is your job, this is your income to expense ratio, these are your debts, okay, you have child support, you have student loan, this, that, and the third. Then I put you through maybe the 20, 30, 50 regimen. You know what I'm saying? As far as economics is concerned, I break it up 20, 30, 50. Then I go, okay, bet, I got that figured out. Then we do the Standard & Poor's S&P index, and we make an evaluation of what it is you have space for and what you can do. What can be your investments, what can be your expenditures. Yo, when I start getting to work, for that 1 hour, I work. By the time I talk to you, it's crazy. By the time I talk to you, I've put in so much pain. Like, you are extremely important to me, like you're one of my relatives. I put in that type of pain. So I'm actually spending more than an hour of time. I'm spending more than an hour of time working on your behalf, because it's the time that I'm spending before the consultation to create a better opportunity for you. So by the time I talk to you during the consultation, I have results, I have resources, I have links, I have direction, I have places for you to go, I have things for you to set up. So you go walk away from that $200 or $400, and a lot of people do 2 hours. You can walk away from that 2 hour experience and say, yo, I'm on the path. And guess what? A lot of people turn around, boom, yo, I got the money for the mentorship now. because I'm cooking from what I paid you those 2 hours, that $400 or that $600, depending if I'm doing it in person, because sometimes I'm doing the consultations in person. Yo, people love that. Yeah, it's a fact. You know, we scary people. So I hope it works. I don't know. No, we don't believe in paying for education. We pay for a lot of BS that we don't need. You pay for your cable, you ain't even sitting there using it to access as much as information about the economy and income as possible. Like, we pay for a lot of stuff that doesn't pour information into our soul. And by soul, etymologically, we mean psyche. By psyche, we mean mind, mental, consciousness. Come on. Like, you spending money on things that don't put information into you or doesn't give you access to information. I don't want a car unless it could take me to the information. I don't want the internet unless I'm going to use it resourcefully for the information. I don't want cable unless I'm going to watch that which is going to give me information. I don't want friends unless they're going to give me access to information, opportunity, advancements, progress. Like, that's what you got to be on to make sure that we ensure we don't have another generation of poor black people, because it's not fair to our children. It's just not fair. Now, children won't be able to do business with other black people because most black people wouldn't have came into inherited wealth. Facts. Pardon me. Drop the phone talking all that. Yeah, man, this stuff is real, man. You gotta take it to the next level. That's what I said. You're interested in getting a consultation? brotherpolight45@gmail.com. You know, if you want 2 hours, I'll discount the rate if you buy 2 hours as opposed to 1. The courses that's coming up for insurance, for credit, for cryptocurrency, these are the things that's helping people advance in real time. Not saving up every dollar and putting it under the mattress, going to work and putting aside $20, $30. You're not children, man. It's not working. It's not going to work. People have learned how to get hundreds of thousands of dollars and tens of thousands of dollars through insurance. And you over here still saving up little pieces of money by the check. It's not going to work. Everyone's ahead of us. People learn how to use insurance monies without dying. They call it life insurance. It should be called death insurance. And most of you are planning to only benefit because of your dying. It's like, come on, man. People that learned how to really make life insurance. People learned how to make money off of insurance. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and even millions. They're using it to purchase real estate, and then with the real estate that they purchase, they turn around, they flip it, they get the liquid, they're gone. People are using credit, okay? Access to credit, purchase their real estate, flip the real estate, get the liquid, they're gone. People are creating their own currency, mining, cryptocurrency, tokens, setting it up, new browsers, everything, okay? Get the money, turn to liquid, they're gone. You just email brotherpolite45@gmail.com. Send your full name and phone number if you want to purchase the courses. The courses will take place 2 weeks from now. The course is $120 discounted rate. You'll be saving about $80 or more. This would be my last course for the year, or second to last. I'm deciding if I'm going to do 2 for this year. I'm going to have 1 or 2 different courses for this year. Facts. You send your full name, your email, you say you're interested, you're ready to go, you locked and loaded, and we'll make it happen. Don't got time to waste. If you're serious and you're ready, you hit me up at brotherpolite45@gmail.com. You put your full name and your phone number in the email. Always leave your phone number in the email. Yeah, it's easy. Those Florida consultations is easy. I'm always back and forth. I'm going to be in Florida for like a month, actually. Well, I'm going to be using it as a base and traveling back and forth. But Kyle, I'm glad to hear that you're eating healthier now and everything. That's dope. Yeah, send your full name, phone number, and subject. Give me the subject. Man, thanks, John Drummond. He says, I'm back on my vegan. Thank you for showing the plant-based lifestyle is doable. Definitely it is. Eating plant-based is expensive. I'm going broke just from food. Laugh out loud. Now, you're investing in your life. It's one of the best investments you can ever make, because it's going to have you think better, and you can process the information better. That's going to further advance you in terms of generating revenue. Trust me, I go hard with this. The courses are live stream. They're live stream, and you'll be able to keep them for some weeks on end after the fact. But the live stream is definitely important, because you get something out of the live stream that you won't get from the recordings. And that is the synergy. That's the people interacting with each other in real time, listening to other people's questions and answers. After I eat this, I'm gonna go on set and do what I do. I'm actually, you know what? Follow me on Instagram. I'm about to go on Instagram. Go to brother_POLIGHT. Brother_POLIGHT on Instagram. And let's build over there. I'm gonna go to Instagram right now. If you have not followed me on Instagram, do it now. Go to brother_POLIGHT. Let's make this thing happen. Peace to the family. Yep, on the Instagram right now.